Blog Talk Radio.
Warning.
Okay, I'm reloaded. Yeah. Say
2015,
and the
man.
homie Cell Block.
What up?
Hey, yo, Sal, showtime, man.
What up, Sal?
Time to go back in, right?
Big talk for you.
Season 5 reloaded.
Let's
Come on.
get it.
Helping our people come up out of the system, understanding lest you stand as a winner, not as a victim. You got those who rejected the truth, Father, forgive them. But if you want it, you know the place for knowledge and wisdom is.
Where's that, Zay?
Debate talk for you, season 5, reloaded, call in and give us your view. Yeah, it's debate talk for you. It's debate talk for you.
Back at it like we never left. Gotta say, I see the devil left. Another level, yes. Feel like a rotated metal F. Cause my bars declare war with the treble clef. Helping our people come up out of they slumber, awaken them from the dead. They like zombies walking among us, and also removing that what encumbers, making them dumber. And prayerfully this will let the light shine through like in summer. I'm anxious to spread the gospel and also acts of apostles, and seemingly make demeanor coming off hostile. I growl at them. Competitors go with credit, verbal beheaded, speaking Semitic, apologetic. Let us reason. Should we believe in the mighty Yah? Was guarding the beat literal or merely a mirage? Join the forum, come with your doctrine and let's expose them. Debate talk for you, season 5, we reloaded.
Helping our people come up out of the system, understanding lest you stand as a winner, not as a victim. You got those who rejected the truth, Father, forgive them. But if you want it, you know the place for knowledge and wisdom is. Debate talk for you, season 5, reloaded, call in and give us your view. Yeah, it's debate talk for you. It's debate talk for you. Backing down is not an option. We're here to conquer this false doctrine. You confident and hopping the lions, and we all watching. The enemy's plotting, peep the wicked schemes he's concocting. The Lord is warning us, better open up when he's knocking. We gotta fight this war with the art of intelligence. Heaven sent messages to us, they asking where's the evidence. Trying to use science to claim he don't exist is prevalent. Challenge what they can't prove and they act like it's irrelevant. We don't take heed to cunningly devise fables. You wanna discuss it, come and sit at the round table. Biblical scholarship, history, politics, and archaeology. We teach like professors at colleges. The word is of no private interpretation. Every man will try to make his point with great determination. Our job is to plant and water, then wait for germination. My only purpose is to worship God and serve the nation. Helping our people come up out of the system, understanding lest you stand as a winner, not as a victim. You got those who rejected the truth, Father, forgive them. But if you want it, you know the place for knowledge and wisdom is. Debate talk for you, season 5, reloaded, call in and give us your view. Yeah, it's debate talk for you. It's debate talk for you. Helping our people come up out of the system, understanding lest you stand as a winner, not as a victim. You got those who rejected the truth, Father, forgive them. But if you want it, you know the place for knowledge and wisdom is. Debate talk for you, season 5, reloaded, call in and give us your view. Yeah, it's debate talk for you. It's debate talk for you.
Welcome to the planets of the beats. The Beat Talk Thing Radio.
What it do, people? It's your boy B. Lit Dive, and I'm chilling over here with my man, Sal Showtime, man. And I'm just here to let y'all know that there's only one place that you need to go to hear the word from the word, man. And that's at Debate Talk for You, man. I'm going to slow it down, man, because a lot of people slow. I speak fast because I'm from New York, but, I'm going to slow it down, man. That's Debate Talk for You, hosted by my man, Micha'EL Showtime. You dig? Keep it tuned, man. You already know what it is.
Peace and shalom. This is Imuna Yisrael from the Sunshine State, and I am tuned in to Debate Talk for You, the place where you can get intellectual exchange with no profanity. I love it. One.
Greetings from the I Love Being Black movement. We have the largest black Facebook page with over 6 million fans worldwide, and we're offering advertising options at affordable rates. If you want to increase your reach with loads of new fans, then this is absolutely the best way. We also offer seminars, consultations, and strategic planning services by Kumi Rauf, aka the Social Strategist. Why not contact us today at ilovebeingblack.com or call us at 310-807-5775. Cheers.
Holy greetings to you all. This is Minister DeAndre from Heirs of the Promise Ministries. It's been a while since the Debate Talk for You audience has heard from me. That's because on this year, April 8th, 2015, I was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia, also called ALL. And also, I found out I had a chromosome called the Philadelphia chromosome, which meant I would have to have a stem cell bone marrow transplant. Well, through the Be the Match registry, worldwide registry, the doctors did find me a 100% unrelated donor, and I had that stem cell bone marrow transplant on July 18th of this year. And I'm proud to say, through the grace and mercy and healing power of the Most High, I am cancer-free. Hallelujah. Now I need you guys, the Debate Talk for You audience, to go to my GoFundMe account, gofundme.com/QZ4SEBVC. That's gofundme.com/QZ4SEBVC and give a donation, and I would appreciate it, your love and support. I'm looking forward to coming minister to you guys in the near future. Peace and blessings to you all.
Shalom Aleichem, Israel. This your brother Zadok Ben Israel, assistant teacher at the Congregation of Israel, the Knesset of Jesus, located in Buffalo, New York. We believe in the full, uncut Word of God from Genesis to Revelation, and we seek to share the truth that the Holy Spirit has witnessed to us. So if you are interested in finding out more about our ministry, please visit us at www.congregationisrael.net. You can also find our teachings on YouTube under my namesake, youtube.com/Zadok Ben Israel. We also have a page, Knesset Yeshua, KNESSETYSHUA. You can also find us on Blog Talk Radio every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, on the Growing Stone Bible Study Show. Go to blogtalkradio.com/Nazarene. And if you feel you just want to reach out and talk to us personally, call us 866-78-BIBLE. Shalom, and we look forward to hearing from you.
All praises, all honor, all glory to the supreme intellect of the universe. This is Nasi Yashuvel of Shomrei HaTorah in Atlanta. And if I'm not reading my Torah or suplexing some false deity, I'm listening to my man, Sal Showtime, and Debate Talk for You Radio. Beautiful. Keep doing the good work, brother, bringing forth the information and spreading that love.
Don't touch that dial. You're now listening to Debate Talk for You Radio.
This is Renald Francoeur representing from Atlanta, Georgia. And when I'm not busy in the studio, I'm checking out Debate Talk for You Radio. Keep up the great work, Sal Showtime.
What's going on, everybody? How you guys doing? Welcome to another show. You're now listening to Season 6 of Debate Talk for You Radio. I'm your host, Sal Showtime, and this is the Hot Seat segment of Debate Talk for You Radio. That's right, people. This is the Hot Seat segment of Debate Talk Radio, where we invite special guests for the audience out there. This is for the fans out there that actually want to reach out and finally get your voice, let your voice be heard. You know, you see a lot of the special guests on YouTube or lectures. Well, this is your chance to actually speak to the special guests live right here on Debate Talk Radio. So again, this segment has been created for the fans out there that want to actually ask their questions and get legitimate answers. And the number is 646-716-7320. For those of you on social media, we appreciate you guys for tuning in to Debate Talk Radio. And of course, shout out to the people that's listening on via phone, via Skype, that call in 10 minutes and 15 minutes ahead of time, that's waiting patiently for Debate Talk Radio to come on the air. And of course, all the international listeners out there that's checking out the show, we definitely appreciate you guys for being here live right here on Debate Talk Radio. So let's jump right into this. Again, it's going to be 60 minutes of questions from the listening audience out there. I'm just going to let you guys know there's no foul language. You got to keep it clean, keep it professional. You know how we do on Debate Talk Radio. And of course, I'm going to let you guys ask your questions. And of course, let's speak one person at a time so everybody can hear what's going on and what's being said. However, if the special guests want to go on for more than 60 minutes, we can add 20 more minutes, things of that nature, if we have enough people that want to ask more questions. So again, this is your time, people. You can ask your questions or forever hold your peace. We have In the Black Radio in the building right now, right here on Debate Talk Radio. For those who don't know about In the Black Radio, just go to YouTube and you can check them out. Just type in the search box In the Black Media. I believe they have In the Black Media 1, 2, and 3. They have a couple other channels. You can go to their website, In the Black Nation, and check them out. Let me see. I have one person press number one. The other fellas, if you out there, press number one, brothers, and I'll bring you in the conversation. But let me bring my first brother. I believe this is my brother right here, Lex Vortex, in the building. Welcome to the show.
Peace. This is actually Brother OGod. They should be on the way. What's going on, Sal?
Okay, what's going on, OGod? Wrong number. How you doing, man?
Nah, it's all good. Good, man. Definitely want to say appreciate you bringing us on, man. I respect your platform. I do listen to a number of your debates on there, man. You're the best of the business when it comes to this moderating, man. And definitely,
I appreciate
you.
Man. Yeah, I appreciate you as well, man. I appreciate that. I see some other brothers going to be joining you tonight.
215-954 and 615. Let me see.
Yeah, I see a 615. Let me go to the 615. Let me open you up. 615. You're live in there. Who am I speaking to?
Yeah, what's up? Peace. Lex Vortex. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you loud and clear. What's going on, Lex? How you feeling?
Peace out, Showtime. Thanks for having us on. Peace to the audience, man. It should be a very good show. It's been a while since I've been on Debate Talk for you, since I bashed your boy up, but I'm glad you had me come back, Sal.
Yeah, I see you doing that work on. I see you doing that work on In the Black. You know what I mean? You're doing that media work out there now.
Yeah, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? We obviously doing a lot of work in the media and putting out information, and there's a lot of controversy and a lot of work to be done and a lot of things to be said. But it all comes with the territory. But yeah, man, we working.
All right, man. I see a 347. Well, I don't know if that's one of the numbers, brother. But I can go check. That's that 215. That's not one of the numbers.
No,
215.
215.
All right, if you out there, 215, because we have like a whole lot of people checking out the show right now. You got to press number 1, and then we'll add you in. We have like a lot of people checking out the show right now. So if you're out there, brother, just press number 1, and we'll add you in. But we're gonna get this show started. What I'm going to do, of course, for those people out there that actually didn't get a chance to call in or you might be shy, you can utilize the chat room. You can go to the chat room and go to www.blogtalkradio.com/debate talk for you. Click on the show, the hot seat in the Black Radio, and when you scroll down at the bottom, you're going to see a little box there where you can type in your questions, your comments, or you can send me an email at debatetalkforyou@gmail.com. A lot of people send me emails all the time. That's debatetalkforyou@gmail.com, and I'll gladly ask your questions to the special guests. We're still awaiting, I believe, one more special guest to join in, Solomon. As soon as he press number 1, we'll add him in the conversation. But we're going to get this thing started right about now. Let me just start off with the first question, and from the audience, actually. Let the people know, basically, what In the Black Radio is all about. What's the agenda of In the Black Radio?
Okay, you said what is In the Black Radio all about?
Yeah. What's your agenda? Yeah.
Okay. And by the way, I got Brother Solomon. I brought him on my line, so he's on my line also. 609.
Peace.
Hey, all right. What's going on, Solomon? How you feeling, brother? Welcome to the show.
Peace. What's going on, family?
Doing pretty good, man. Doing pretty good. All right, so yeah, man, you're gonna answer that question. Go ahead. Oh God.
Well, yeah. Well, first of all, I mean the purpose. Well, first and foremost, we kind of got thrust into this thing. I mean, we started off really just bringing information to the people. You know what I mean, on our radio show. You know, dealing with a lot of pertinent topics in the community. You know, whatever came up. You know, different situations that happen in the media. And then a brother was like, you know, y'all should try YouTube. So we kind of tried YouTube, and it kind of blew up from there. So I mean, our purpose, first of all, is to dispel. You know, we put a name on ourselves. We kind of got named the voice of the people, because we had a lot of people that kind of came to us. You know what I'm saying? When their voice was being snuffed out, when they were either done wrong in the community. You know what I mean, and things of the sort. So we kind of gave people that platform. Is the freedom and liberation of black people worldwide. That's our purpose. Our purpose is to come in the vein of Khalid Muhammad, in the vein of Garvey, in the vein of Malcolm. You know what I mean? And just be revolutionaries reincarnated and try to do things as much as we can the way that they did it. That's our purpose, is the ultimate freedom. And by any means necessary, whatever it may take, you know, whoever it means, calling out this person, calling out that person. We're not playing by nobody's rules but our rules. So that's really our purpose, is the freedom and liberation of our people.
Anybody want to expound before I go to the next question?
Yeah, well, I mean, he did that. He you know, broke that down very eloquently, and basically, you know, I second that notion. You know, we started out as a media outlet that dealt with issues that I feel as though any other black radio or blog talk show should deal with. You know, we started out on Blog Talk Radio, and we were just basically dispersing information to the people, information that, you know, you rarely see on, you know, the news, mainstream television, etc. Things that we should know about, understanding how the system of white supremacy worked, and it has worked and is working to, you know, keep the people who classify themselves as African American, black, etc., down. So those, when you look at our earlier shows, are pretty much the focus. So, and as what the brother said, you know, we got the name being the voice of the people because we tried to give everybody perspective, equal platform for everybody perspective, and we tried to deal with each sector or group of people who supported or was doing something they felt as though can uplift the black community. We gave them an equal, you know, a platform. We dealt with everybody unbiasedly. For example, if it was a Moor, or if it was an Israelite, or it was a person, you know, that was Black Power, comedic science, we tried to be unbiased. So, definitely.
All right, I'm going to give you one more question before we go to the phone lines. And for the new people out there, if you're on the phone right now, you got to press number 1. That'll let me know that you have a question or a comment. If you're on social media, you know that number is 646-716-7320. When you call in, you got to press number 1, and then we'll add you in the conversation. We're taking questions for the people out there. And, you know, this is the hot seat segment of Debate Talk Radio. So I'm going to ask, you know, everybody, you know, keep it clean, keep it professional. But I'm going to let you guys, you know, let your voice be heard. And whatever question you want to ask, you can ask it, as long as you keep it in a professional manner. All right, so one more question, just to clear things up. What is the misconceptions when it comes to in the black radio? What people underestimate about you guys?
Go ahead, Solomon. Take that, bro.
You said the misconceptions of in the black radio?
Yeah.
So are you speaking in context of how we're perceived?
Yeah, how
or,
you're perceived, how you perceive by the people. What do you think as far as, you know, what are some of the misconceptions, and also what do you think as far as the negative aspect of it, like what people think, you know, when you want to address some of the negative outlook, you can address that now.
Well, I think that it has been a picture has been painted of In the Black Radio as a group of people consisting of me, OGod, me, brother OGod, and Lex Vortex currently, that at some point in time or another wanted to get on a platform, whether it's Sarnetta's platform, etc., and due to the fact that couldn't get on a platform, that we began to talk about Sarnetta, and that we're really jealous of Sarnetta because he has a platform and, you know, a bigger platform, and we're just mad because he isn't allowing us on his platform. I think that's the number one underlining misconception of In the Black Radio. Because anybody who looks at In the Black Radio, our earlier shows, will see that, one, the topics that we talked about really had absolutely nothing to do with the quote-unquote conscious community. It was just dealing with, you know, issues pertaining to the black community as a whole. I think that we began to become integrated into the conscious community is after me and Brother OGod would go up to New York and we touch bases with a few people, mainly people of the Israelite camp. And at the time, there was some type of dispute going on between the Israelites and the Kemetic brothers. Anyone who knows and looks at Sarnetta TV frequently would know that although he has different perspectives on his platform, he kind of leans towards the Kemetic perspective. So we began to get thrust into the situation. Like, you know, when we had a series of people after I think it was the Kemet on trial, and we had a series of Israelites come onto our show and speak on, you know, we just had a platform that was just dealing with, you know, specifically, you know, the event in itself. But when the Israelites that came on to our show began to talk, they began to bring up certain things, I guess, that occurred behind the scenes that some people wanted to be kind of kept undercover. So it led to a whole series of events which would basically, you know, we were basically thrust in the middle of a ongoing war between these two different factions. And due to the fact that we may have agreed, far as the perspective-wise, more so with the Kemetic brothers, I think there were certain parties that felt as though that we should kind of side with them or be a little more biased towards that perspective. So when they seen that we were not kind of doing that, that began to be a problem for them, which led to a lot of little small things that occurred, you know, like, you know, certain people calling into our show just to kind of like, you know, discredit our show. Yeah, people calling into our show, you know, just to disagree and then hang up, or just to say something smart about the platform, you know what I mean, and hang up just because they didn't like the fact that they couldn't really control our platform. So, you know, I'm just, you know, throwing all that out there to say that it was a series of events that led into this whole dispute. It wasn't, as what, you know, may be alleged by, Sarnetta TV to be specific, Sarnetta to be specific, you know, as to, you know, what occurred or the events that transpired which led into, you know, this ongoing dispute that you currently see today.
Alright, people, I'm about to start the clock. Once again, it's 60 minutes of your questions and your comments. Again, the number is 646-716-7320. Once again, like I said, this is your time, people. Feel free to call in or forever hold your peace. Again, that number is 646-716-7320. That's press number 1, and we can add you in the conversation. I'm going to ask my brothers on the panel, let this, callers say their stuff, because you have all the time in the world. You got to rebuttal all of their questions. You only have limited time. So let them get it out, and then you're going to address all, everything you got to say, because you got all the time in the world. You got like 2 hours. We're going to rock, however long you want to do it. All right, so let's do this. Let's go to the first caller. Let's go to 347-741. You're live on the air.
Peace.
What's going on, my brother? What's going on? You got any questions or comments?
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're loud and clear. You have any questions or comments? Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I have a question for In the Black. Peace. This is Haven Bullets. Why did you let your hatred and your jealousy for Sarnetta destroy your platform?
Yeah, I can answer. Yeah, I can answer. In the hot seat, you can answer.
I mean, one, I don't have any jealousy of Sarnetta, and I really don't have any hatred for Sarnetta. And if you was to know our personal conversations, he pretty much, I believe that he pretty much don't hate us either. I think he is a little jealous of us. And this is what I mean by jealousy is I think that he sees an avalanche coming. He sees the snowball developing into an avalanche. I have absolutely no reason to be jealous of Sarnetta. I mean, I don't have no reason to be jealous of Sarnetta. The platform that we established, the platform that we constructed was geared at, dealing with issues that affected the black community. We made, as what I was alluding to on a previous question, we made a lot of connections with a lot of people. I think that the number one thing that kind of caused a rift between us and Sarnetta TV was the whole polite scamming situation. So really, he need to ask himself, you know what I'm saying, who is he messing with that may be jealous of him?
Right.
Because the information was given to us. That's the thing. This is the thing. Let me give you a difference between what other people do and what In the Black does. You have a lot of people out there that just does videos because they don't like the person. They don't like the person. They hate the person, so they're going to do a video just because they don't like the person. They never met the person. They never had a dialogue with the person. They never talked personally with the person. They seen them on YouTube and don't like them, so they do a YouTube. No, that's different from what In the Black. I dialogued with Sarnetta for really years. Really. Truthfully. So I knew Sarnetta. I talked to Polite personally. I talked to those people. Those people that called us and gave us information about the whole Polite scamming situation. We knew these brothers. We met these brothers. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it was a relationship that occurred. It was a series of events that occurred, which would lead to this whole situation happening. Now, jealousy? Really? I mean, in OGod, or second, the notion, we really at a point in time looked up to Sarnetta. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm gonna
at a point in time when I first met him, you know what I mean? It was like, due to his role in dispersing certain information, you know what I'm saying? I kind of viewed him in a certain light. So it was like, really, he messed that up. by his conduct when I began to meet him personally. You know what I mean? So it's just like, never jealous, never was jealous of him.
Right. Let me if I can say one thing to Haven. Like, dude, you sit up here, right, and you make your videos and you talk about. First of all, you made a video talking about you don't think Solomon was really there, which he was there with Umar. He walked in with Umar. Number two, you sit up here, right, and you say, well, all your videos about Sarnetta. But you turn around, and the last 14 of your videos is about Lex Vortex, Diamonds Radio. And you dudes, right, you dudes are so hypocritical that you seen that the cat, Micha'EL, lie about this sister Diamonds. Drop the call straight in the vision, and not one of you cats made a video defending that sister. But you try to cause divide and conquer with us, man. You're a hypocrite, Javon Bullet. You're a hypocrite, and you're jealous of us. I mean, I'm just going to call it like I see it, bro. That's all I want to say about that.
Right.
Yeah, let him respond. Hold on, brother.
Hold on, Sal.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you hear me, Sal? This is Lex.
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. I just want to add that, my experience within the black so far and what's been happening, it's like people are losing sight of the meat of a matter. It's like, for instance, you got this guy on here that's always making videos about In the Black, right? Just slander videos and people complaining about In the Black, basing their platform off of the House of Consciousness. But the difference is people are ignoring the content about the House of Consciousness. Like, how do you complain about a person making videos about a platform, but you don't care about what the issue is? And the issue is people scamming the whole community. The issue is the dealings that's going on in the background that dudes like Havon Bullets don't know nothing about. The issue is, are they, with the power they have, the influence they have over the people for the last 10 years, are they really about doing something for real? Or do we have a racket here? So if those are real issues, then how could you complain about how much is talked about, but then get on YouTube and talk about people's hats and shirts and call them names like gay and homo and all? But that's cool. Or critique the little things that's coming out their mouth. But you got a platform that has the power to change over things overnight, but are not doing what they're supposed to do. But you are concerned about another platform that's talking about a very important issue with that, because it is very important in terms of the direction of any movement can go. So it's like you jumping over the mountain to attack the hill. But that shows you and what you're really about, because you're ignoring the serious issues. You can't jump over the mountain and attack the hill. That doesn't even make any sense. So I just wanted to add that in there, bro.
All right, we're going to let the brother respond. And of course, we're going to keep it going back. If we got more callers standing by, okay, you can respond, brother.
Thank you, Sal. I wanted to say, first of all, I have 5 YouTube channels that I put videos to every day. And so I do make a lot of videos about y'all on the Haven Bullets 2 channel. That's because I said I was out to basically destroy y'all, which I am succeeding at. And I'm not a hypocrite because I did make a video defending Sister Diamond. You didn't. I even made a video about the fact that y'all never defended her, if you want to be real. What else did you say? Dad, I don't even remember the other things she said. But I addressed your issue. So what else? What else did you say? You said that I addressed that. And matter of
we
fact,
don't really have much more to say to you, really.
No,
I mean,
I know, yeah,
can I say this real quick?
Wait, let me finish talking. Don't interrupt me. And, you are jealous and you are hateful of Sarnetta. And the difference also about me and you is that you have one channel that I make 100 videos to Sarnetta that is affecting nothing. I made 20 videos about y'all out of my last 60, and it actually affected y'all.
Hold on, we can't hear, man. We can't hear, guys.
Because
I'm about to mute y'all.
I mean, all right, you like what he said, man. It's like, this is the thing, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is my first time ever hearing you, because I don't even look at the videos. I mean, it come across to me. Somebody said they made a video, and Sister Diamond, she called me and said that somebody named Davon Bullets, made a video. So I don't know you. I don't want to know you. I don't even see why you feel as though you got to make a video. That's totally different for what's going on in the black. Like what you said, like, you know what's the difference between us and you? The impact.
That's right.
You know what happened when we exposed Polite? That camera that we used to shoot the videos was sent to us by the person that got his money back. That's the difference. You know the website? You know the website? It doesn't matter how long ago it was. You know the website that was the website that was erected for In the Black? That was made for us.
All right, and what is
by a person that we helped with the Inky situation. So it's like, that's the difference. Who are you?
The difference is
who are you helping?
No, listen.
Who are you? Who are you helping? What would be the purpose behind you even saying anything?
Yeah, let me answer that.
You never talk to us. You don't know us.
We gotta get some more of these questions. But let the brother let him get his last words off. We gotta go down the line and get some more of these questions.
Yeah, let him get his last words off and get him out of there.
The difference between me and y'all is that I'm actually having influence in shutting y'all down. Y'all can't get the views y'all used to get. Y'all can't get the people to talk to y'all that y'all used to talk to. You laughing, but you can't. Y'all laughing, but
with that being said, we can move on to the next caller. You see this dude. You see this dude. He's talking about views. He's talking about views. Like, I'm not talking about views. I'm talking about people, real life situations. This dude's daughter almost died. You're talking about views on some damn YouTube.
That's right.
What the hell are you talking about? Like, you caught up in your little fake world. And you're not even looking at things from a realistic perspective. You're so caught up in your little media thing that you're trying to do, or whatever you're trying to do.
Right.
And then, far as with that, Lex just put up a video. It ain't even been a day, and he got over 1,000 views already. You're not stopping any views, even if you doesn't even go there. But that shows you where your mind is at. Your mind is not about uplifting anybody. Your mind is focused on views.
Right.
And let me add real quick.
Yeah, you want to add something? Go ahead.
Real quick. Now, you see what we're talking about. He's talking about people accuse saying, In the Black is always just attacking the other black media. But this dude's whole goal is to take down In the Black media. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even like
exactly.
It ain't even like he's like, well, maybe we can build and I can show y'all where y'all wrong or something. But he's saying he's shutting us down and we can't get no views. Like, this dude doesn't even make up 20% of In the Black media. Like, honestly, when we conversate about stuff like this, like dudes like that are not even on the table. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like,
real
I
shit.
feel
Real stuff, man. That's real stuff.
We're a little uncomfortable that we dealt with him that long because he's trying to come up in the game. Like, he's playing the whole rap game thing. Like, this is a game. Like, he don't show his face. Like, we got real challenges out here. Show your face. If you want to be an enemy of In the Black, then be a real enemy and show your face so we can find you and you can find us. Everyone know where we are. You see our faces. At any time, anywhere, someone can see me in Atlanta and be like, yo, that dude that be rolling with OGod and Solomon. But hey, Vaughn, where are you? Why are you hiding? If you bout it and you ready to put your life on the line, show your face, young punk. That's it. Because you know, because it ain't real like that for you. So stop playing superhero social media games. If you're going to play the game, show your face. At least, how you going to be an activist in the black community, but you ghost face killer of the rap community, of social media? You ghost face? Imagine if you never seen Marcus Garvey's face. Are you serious?
That's right.
Imagine if Marcus Garvey and Malcolm X was giving lectures behind a curtain and no one ever saw their face. You see us, chump. You know who we are. So you're living in a cyber world. When we go out here, we got people that recognize us in real life. You are a pseudo personality, chump. Let's move on from him, man. Get him out of there.
Bring on
Micha'EL.
Micha'EL.
Once again, this is the Hot Seat segment on Debate Talk Radio. It's the Hot Seat. Again, this is the time for you to call in with your questions, your comments. You know that number, 646-716-7320. Just letting y'all know, man, I'm hearing y'all, the laughing and all that, but, just reach your mic so we can hear what people are saying, I mean. We can hear what people are saying as well, they're trying to address you guys. So if you can mute your mic, that'd be cool. Well, let's go to the next person. Let's go to 773-936. You're live in there. That.
Peace. Y'all can hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yeah, we hear you.
Hey, this Yashua Ben Yehuda.
Yo,
first off, hey, what's the deal, man? What's the deal?
Peace, man.
Hey, first off, man, I just want to commend Solomon, OGod, and Lex Vortex for a breath of fresh air in the social media circuit. You know what I mean? I've been watching Sonnet and them ever since 2008. Seen the situation. I think the first time I seen him is when he had, well, my man, the Mighty Hebrew, came in there and crushed them cats. You know what I mean? And no disrespect to Sonnet. I think that he has a nice platform, but the issue that I think that a lot of the brothers have with those individuals is that over the years I've seen those guys, it just seemed like they riding on the coattails of a lot of the giants that died for freedom fighting, you know what I mean? And we see that a lot of those individuals, all these debates and stuff like that, but when you get through with the debates, where's the economic structure? Where's the leadership? Where's the education? Where's the health at? I stay in Chicago, Illinois. You know what I mean? And I ride in neighborhoods and stuff like that. I went to the Chinese neighborhood. The Chinese run their own neighborhood, And my thing is that if we're about black power, it's not just calling the white man the devil and stuff like that. It's about basically controlling the ground that you stand on. And we see that with these individuals and stuff, with the platform that they have and with all the power that they have doing social media, they're not really putting in that type of work, man. You know what I mean? And I think, all these cats that want to sit back and they want to talk crazy about In the Black for what they're doing, but how can you say something about somebody that's putting a lot of these guys on the hot seat, they not empowering our people. You know, this is just a racket that they're doing. You know, they talk a good game, but they not really about this, man. You know, and I just want to give a shout out to these brothers, OGod, Solomon, and Lex Vortex, is because they trying to take the black community to where we should be. You know, we should be self relying upon ourselves. Look at our babies out here. You know what I'm saying? Like they killing one another. And, you know, if we can't give our kids and our females and stuff like that a sense of strength in our community, then what are we doing? And we see that situation with these brothers, man, you know. And also I just want to comment on the last individual that was before me that was commenting. See, this is the situation, man, that we're dealing with right now. You know, this brother talking dirty about them because they expose a lot of these guys as being frauds. And see, we see the same situation, you know, with him, the conscious community. It's the same type of thing with W.E.B. Du Bois and Marcus Garvey. You got one person talking about leaving the plantation, and you got another individual talking about staying on the plantation. You know, so I just want to give a shout out to them brothers and continue to do what y'all doing. And man, you know, forget about what these guys talking about, because at the end of the day, you know, truth always crushed through lies any day. So peace.
Yes, sir. Peace, brother. Gratitude. Appreciate you. Peace. I want to add something too, Sal, real quick. Brother Sal, it's Brother OGod. Peace to that brother. He's an avid supporter. I always look forward to seeing his comments on the board. What I want to say about a lot of these guys is I figured it out. I was like, why are these guys like hating on us? And I figured it out. It's jealousy. A lot of the guys, I see a lot of the guys now growing beards out, wearing fitted hats. They're like, why are people flocking to In the Black like they are? Like, for example, the truth that we was spitting on our radio show, our page got shut down. 3 months later, we got everybody back and then some. So people was like, yo, what are they doing? Like the brother just said, we got the spirit of the ancestors. We are revolutionaries reincarnated, and we just keep on staying with the truth. That's how we keep. That's the secret right there, in case you're wondering. It's not the way I look. It's not the way we talk. It's not the fitted cap. It's that we're sticking to the truth, and we're coming in the vein of the ancestors. I just wanted to add that to all the people listening out there.
Yes, sir. If I don't know if Solomon is going to say something, but I want to say something to what
Go ahead, Lex.
Yeah, peace to the brother that just called in, man. And he made a very important point, and that's about issue that we brought up in terms of moving the community into action for real. Now, if you have someone that has mass mind influence over a movement, right? You got to understand what that means. That just like now, like within the black, all those people that are under this platform's hypnotism, it must be hypnotized because the proof is in the pudding. You shall know them by their fruits. This platform gives all awesome information. All these black platforms, great information. Like I said, they'll teach you how to build a nuclear bomb, teach you how to kill parasites, open the pineal gland, you know, tell you the last 50,000 years of history, and tell you every name that's on the king's list in Egypt, but the situation hasn't changed. So that's the end of the argument right there. And so, but you can't say they didn't have the power to do it, because once again, we know that money's being made, and not just small change. And when I brought up that issue, just like the Kimmon on trial, 65,000 viewers at $20 a piece, damn near $3 million, that could have did a lot. Think about it. So how are people, you got people who will say, well, you worried about another man's pockets. It's not their money. And that's how hypnotized these people are. That's like telling the preacher, hey, don't worry about what's in the pastor's pocket. No, it's not his money. It's the church's money. And so if the pastor, which is what these guys have become, does not do something with the resources they're given by the people, then what happens? You see them on the news because people are saying you're robbing the community. What's the difference? Just because someone puts up Black Power and you really enjoy their, the entertainment, so they're not held accountable? And when I talked to Sarnetta about this, I asked him. Remember he lied about that phone conversation? I was on the phone personally with this man. And when I asked him about that, he avoided it and wanted to get off the phone and told me, "Oh, you jumping way ahead of things." So these guys don't want to do nothing. So why would we not expose that? And why would you keep attacking the people that are trying to say, "Yo, if you brought that money over here, we're gonna build something together"? $1 million can do a lot. You can build some type of business and employ a couple of thousand people. So that's all I was going to say in terms of that. That's very. How do you ignore that? How do you ignore that?
Right.
Yeah, peace.
Yeah, I mean, just to finish up what they excellently broke down. In the Black platform is designed to be self-empowering, self-motivating, and self-respecting. We wanted to hold the conscious community up to a standard. What standard? The standard that we have with this beast, this white man out here. So if the conscious community telling me, well, yeah, don't take the white man's medicine, take our medicine. We got to hold them up to a standard. Is this going to be medicine that we can use? Is it healthy for us to take? That's all In the Black was doing. When you say, well, yeah, don't go to the white man for financial help. Come to me for financial help. In the Black is just holding them up to that particular standard to build off of what Lex was saying, right? When you look at the history of revolutionary movements and revolutionary organizations here in America, such as Noble Drew Ali, the Nation of Islam that was headed by the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, even the Marcus Garvey movement, you've seen that it was a charismatic leader, that received support from the people and gave back. It wasn't that he just took the money and brought a nice car with it or moved out to Hollywood. No, they stayed in the community. They supported the community. They had their perspective in which they was given to the people. This wasn't no organization that's just for talk. This is an organization of solutions. I call it today prosperity consciousness. Prosperity consciousness. As of the church of old, the churches, was not up to the level of these mega churches today, but they were proactive. They got the job done. The whole Alabama bus riot was done by the church. But now, today, it's just all about rhetoric. It's just all about the rhetoric. We just want this whole thing for show. It's nothing that's going to translate into problems being solved. You're going to get that good feeling, and then you're going to go home. And then you're going to wait for the next time or the next event to go get that good feeling again. That's not what the black community don't need another version of that. We already had that with the church. We already had that with the mosques today. We already have that with the entertainment industry of today. So we're just holding them up to a standard in the black media. So I can't see how anybody got a problem with that.
Son.
time is flying. To see 28 minutes has passed already. Once again, it's 60 minutes of your questions. However, if the brothers want to go on and take some more of your questions, they'll let me know. Again, you know that number, 646-716-7320. We have In the Black Radio right here on Debate Talk Radio. We have OGod, Soul of Mine, and Lex Vortex right here live. So, again, once this is your time, people, this is your time. We're going to go to the phone lines. Again, keep it clean, keep it professional. Let's go to 910-797. You're live on the air.
Peace, how you doing?
What's going on, man?
Peace, OGod, peace, Soul of Mine, and peace, Lex Vortex. You got the Unseen Soldier.
Hey, what's going on, fam?
You got the Unseen Soldier. I just called in to make a comment and ask a question. As you all already know, there was a hot seat show with I called in and I talked to who I like to call the Devil's Pastor, and I asked him some questions. Now, let me first say that I didn't mean to drag you guys into anything that was a sideshow. That was not my intent. However, that person put up a video, and you guys were you guys were the subject of that video, so I had to address that.
Right.
So, with that said, like I said, I didn't mean to drag you guys in a sideshow or anything like that. So, I apologize if that got you guys, if you had to deal with some things that, some sideshow mess. My point in doing that was to point out something that was going on that I saw that was real detrimental, and it had shockwaves that most people weren't awakened to. That was a real serious issue. Now, with that out of the way, I like to say, you guys, it's like you awakened me to something that I didn't see. Like, say for instance, when the whole thing jumped off in the conscious community with the Israelites, naturally, I'm an Israelite, so I started taking up for the Israelites right off the bat. But then I saw that, a lot of these Israelites that I was looking at, they didn't have the best intentions of the people at heart. And I looked over and I saw you guys who didn't claim to be Israelites, but still, you guys were more fair and more right than, so I learned a very valuable lesson off that, and that is, don't go into situations blind. Just because somebody's claiming something else don't mean, they negative. So, you guys help me out in that. I want to clear up a statement that I made on the last show with the Devil's Pastor. When I brought up the fact that the organization I used to belong to, that made a lot of people ask me questions about that because it sounded kind of weird, like, why did you bring that up? In that video that he put up, a lot of people don't understand, people who have street backgrounds, especially like in Chicago or California, they might know what happened. But in that video that he pulled down right after that show, he did something with his hands, and he said something in that video insinuating gang activity. But this is supposed to be a pastor, though. So the reason why I said that was I was kind of angered because he was doing that. Again, you bringing dirt on the Israelite name. A lot of people who street knowledgeable saw what he did and knew what that meant. But he went and pulled the video down. So, but anybody who saw that video, they will understand what I'm talking about. And that's clearing up that statement when I said that we all live in that life about that gangster stuff. You can stop that. But with all that said, I like to say peace to y'all. I like what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. And this is the hot seat segment, so I got to give y'all a question. Now, with that, what the question is, what's this whole putting the address online thing? How did that start? And that's one. And then the last one is, and this last one is not connected to that one. That's
hold on. We can do it one at a time, brother. We can do it one at a time.
Okay.
Yeah, let him address that first one.
Well, first of all, I mean, there's not even speculation about somebody putting the address online. I mean, what happened with the thing with me is somebody which I know who it is. I don't want to call his name out, but I know who it was. What he did was duplicated in the Black Media 2 account. So he went around Young Pharaoh's pages, Sarnetta's pages, making these comments in the Black Media 2. But if you click on the link, you will see that it's only like 7 subscribers. I know who did. So what he did was, like I said, they put my address up there with my picture. Lex Vortex's mom and my mom and my dad's picture up there. Somebody put Michael Edwards' address up there, which is, it's like niggas can know. Excuse me, I didn't mean to say that, but people can know I'm mad. It's all good because I ain't got nothing to hide.
And niggas alright. Niggas, you say the word niggas alright. Niggas cool guys.
Okay, yeah. And it's like, first of all, that's not illegal to put somebody's address out there. It may be like immoral and it's messed up or whatever. And I got kids in my household, but I ain't crying. I ain't talking about going to the FBI. I just took it on the chin. You know what I mean? Because like you said, Malcolm X and different people like that, the fans knew who they was. I listened to that show. But you take up arms. Whatever you got in your house, somebody come. Whatever happened, happened. We all was in the street, did the street thing. So that don't scare me. Everybody know where everybody at. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, anybody can be found. So that's what happened. I know who did it, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? So that's as far as I know with the address situation. You know what I mean? I didn't sweat it, but I would never, ever call the same FBI that killed Fred Hampton, that found his wife over his dead body. I would never call it the same FBI, the same Cohen. Even be an agent.
You kind of breaking up.
That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, you kind of breaking up a little bit.
Okay, well I'm done.
Go ahead.
Yeah, let me say this. I'm gonna need God's help for this one person. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I don't have no hate for Sarnetta. I don't have no hate for a lot of dudes that have, slandered me and put all types of just crazy stuff out there about me or whatever, slander. This one guy, though, I have no mercy for. God's going to have to help me with this guy. Let me tell you why. First of all, let's put it like this. If your address got put out there, it came from another source. All right? It ain't like In the Black is the one that's typing in and doing that. So that's coming from, and that's because of the environment that this guy created. I want y'all to be aware of something. This is a man, right, that everyone knows I'm an open book. And just like Israel docs his mom, I told my story on different platforms about how my mother passed away and, all type of stuff. And one time I posted my mother's picture up, and done the conversation. This guy takes the picture, posted it up, reposted 5 minutes later, and calls my mother maggot food. Said that she was basically the city whore. That I was a child because she was going around and such. Started talking about her breast in the picture. This is the same, you know what I'm saying? So this is also the same guy that linked up with other guys that was taking my picture and putting it in homosexual pictures like your boy Basim and, putting my picture, in homosexual acts. I didn't do this meme stuff, you know what I'm saying? It's the same guy that will, there's no limit. I didn't even, this guy created the meme terrorism game. And so there's a point, there's a line, right? Hold on one sec, bro. There's a line that's like an invisible line. And it's like, we're on social media, so these guys are putting these videos out there about me. And, your family can see this stuff if you got children. You see what I'm saying? And so, but because it's online and people don't think you can touch them, they keep doing it. Even if this guy right here, right, and let's just be real, Michael Edwards, this demon, right? before this was all taking place, he did the same thing with these cats he's trying to be cool with, like Armin Ross Squad and Team Osiris. These guys had to get together and report him to YouTube too. This is how bad this dude was, because he was slandering people constantly and he won't stop. So what do you do with someone like that? What do you do? Because he's on social media. So the fact that his address came out was God's judgment. That's how I really see it.
Right.
I'm telling you, it was divine. Like, dude, you cannot desecrate people constantly for years. Look what he did to Israel Doctrine. For years, this man has been terrorizing this man.
Yeah,
putting up pictures of family members. So eventually, somebody's gonna try to find you, bro.
And let me piggyback real quick.
What?
When you start saying stuff like calling people pedophiles and saying like that stuff is serious at the end of the day. And my thing is, that makes me so sick is that people, that niggas, still respect this cat. Niggas still bring him on their show like he's some type of God-fearing man. It's like, it's real. And somebody's address got put out there, it's real. That's all I'm going to pretty much say. But it's like, you can't be going around doing that type of stuff to people and expect nobody not to come see you. That's all I'm going to say about that. But like, you calling people homosexuals and pedophiles and like stuff like that. You know, once you get labeled a pedophile, that's serious, man. They can come see you for that. But niggas still respect him. But that's why I always tell him, like, yo, come out to an event. I want that dude to come out to an event anywhere close to New Jersey, Philly, anywhere, and I will be there. I promise you. That's how real it is with that cat.
Right. Let me just, one last thing. And then right after dudes do this for 2 years, he's internet terrorizing people, talking about me putting a voodoo curse. When you take someone's picture, and why do you have an archive of pictures of all different kinds of men? But let me just say this. And then right now, dudes ain't never mentioned no family and no woman and no family. Now when your address gets put out there, now you want to talk about like you a family man. Nobody's talking about your family. Don't try to get sympathy from the people like, I'm trying to protect my family. You ain't got one video with a wife, a kid, a nephew, a niece, nothing. And nobody wants to hurt nobody's family, bro. We want to hurt you. And that's the real. When I tell you that, dog, like, I got love for Sarnetta. I even got love for that clown, Haven Bullets. If I see Mr. Edwards, it's on sight to the death. He desecrated my mother. You know what I'm saying? You don't go there. Why would you do that? Why would you put a picture of my dead mother up, bro? Why would you do that? And then call yourself a man, and then he'll justify it. And what he always does is go to the Bible in the Wisdom of Solomon or whatever, or there's a time for everything. Man, you ain't in no real war. This ain't no real war where you desecrating people's images, family members, and pictures. Then you start crying? No, bro, you done went there. You done went there. You don't start disrespecting people's dead. The same way he disrespected Dr. Ben. Like, even if you felt like that, you know people love that man, but you're going to go talking about he's burning, he's going to be burning in the lake of fire. Keep that to yourself, man. Don't respect the dead. Like, this dude has no limits, y'all. So he pushes you to the point where, well, how you going to stop him? He's a maniac. We call him. You can't stop him. He's going to have about 15 videos with my image after this tomorrow. Calling me homosexual, calling me this and that, putting out a picture of my mother, all this stuff, and then y'all sit back and root that stuff on. But he ain't got no teachings within that, and he justifies it with the Bible and calls himself a prophet of God. Telling you work for God. You don't work for God, bro. You work for the devil, and that's straight up. I have no money for real. I'm talking about on the entire planet, yo. If that dude dies in a plane crash, I will have no mercy for him. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. This is how Sarnetta felt at one point. This is how Team Osiris and Armin Ross felt at one point. The only reason why Sarnetta is even dealing with that dude and using him like the whore he is because he's just a pawn to attacking the black. but them cats wanted his address. Matter of fact, a cat from the Theft Squad was going to go see him. Got in his car and was on his way to see Michael Webbers. So y'all don't know. This guy has been harassing people. Like, he want to talk about terrorism? Imagine if somebody, you woke up every day and a dude had your image and a liar going with it, your image and manipulating your image. And it ain't like we are real people with real life. We ain't like Haven Bullets. We got real faces, real families, real jobs. So person, you know, at my job, go type in Lex Vortex, and what you got? This Lex bisexual stuff coming up on the internet. You see what I'm saying? So that's serious business.
Yo, who's playing that? Okay, somebody was playing some music. Okay, I don't know who that
right,
was.
So
but,
I just want to end on that with that guy. There's no, there's nothing for him. I don't care if his address puts up 1 million. Now everyone else, you know, like the Psalm Netta thing, you know, we don't want no harm to come to Psalm Netta. Michael Webbers can die in his sleep for all I care, and that's my word.
Right. I mean,
yeah,
you know.
910. Okay. Oh, my bad. Okay.
Oh, no. This is all of mine. It's like, you know, I think that when you put out certain energy, and I'm the type of person, I don't even delve into it. So, I mean, half of the videos that was done on me, I didn't even see. So, I'm not as, you know, passionate into the situation, you know, as other, and, you know, but when you do stuff like, from what I'm hearing, all the stuff that I'm hearing about what this dude done, yeah, you're putting out a certain energy, and that's the chick that's coming home to roost. And see, this is why the Nation of Islam had the FOI. Many people frowned upon that faction of the Nation of Islam because they dealt with people who disrespected their leader and who made fun of their leader. You know what I'm saying? Because that eliminates all the joking around, and that kept everything serious. Because you knew that if you say something just messing around and playing around and acting like a little kid, that you was going to have to deal with that. See, we don't have that now. So now you got a bunch of people just running around like a bunch of high school kids doing things just to get a couple chuckles. Because they live on the other side of the country and know that no hands could be put on them. So now when your address get put out there, you want to be Mr. Humble and the family man now.
Hammett.
Word.
All right, yo. 910, go ahead. We have a lot of people standing by with questions, brother. We have a lot of people standing by with questions. But go ahead.
Okay, I just wanted them to finish. Let me shoot this real quick and get off the line. This is a different question. Like, say, for instance, and this has nothing to do with what we just discussed. Where do you guys, like, say, for instance, in this whole journey you guys had doing this media thing, is there anything that you've done that maybe you look back on and say, well, maybe I shouldn't have did it that way? So basically, do you have any regrets in anything you've done? And where do you see yourself in 10 years from now in this media thing? And with that said, I'd like to say peace to In the Black, peace to South Showtime, peace to Nasi Yasavell, peace to Tora Nice, peace to Israel Doctrine. You got the Unseen Soldier reporting live from the land of my captivity, and I'm gone.
Peace.
Oh, I'm gonna be quick. Yeah, well, I don't regret nothing that I did because, you know what I mean. We've been very. I'm gonna answer the first part, then I'll throw it over to one of the fellas to finish it off. I don't regret nothing that I ever done in regards to the community. Even it's like I go by the thing like, you know, I will not lose, but even in defeat, there's a valuable lesson learned, so it eased it up for me. So even if I take a loss here or there, I get the lesson out of that. You know what I mean? I get the lesson out of that, so I don't regret nothing. But I'll throw the microphone over to Lex and Solomon. I want to finish that question up.
Go ahead, Brother Lex.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I think you know, you can always look back and say I would do something differently. But ultimately, I believe in the divine, and at the end of the day, everything happens for a reason. If you look at how I hooked up with In the Black Radio, you know what I'm saying? That was divine. I mean, it was situations that took place, you know. So we had an Arab agent that invaded the conscious community. Now, me and In the Black wasn't even cool, but the true heart and the mentality came out. The real came out when the real happened. So when we seen an enemy of our community invading, even though we was at odds, we seen that, wow, we're really on the same team because we got the same mentality, and this proves that no matter what's said, we know who shows up to the fight. So you can get in a fight, right, and your boys run on you, kind of like how disciples ran on Christ. But you might get in a fight, and then the dude you thought was your enemy, he's fighting with you, and you're like, oh snap, okay, let's get it in. So, I think that everything that happened for a reason, and I think In the Black is a voice that people are really in fear of. Why? Because they think they might be next. And when you got other platforms that know that they're getting this money and not really doing it right, so they're imagining, well, what when he asked in 10 years? In 10 years, if In the Black is at a level where some of these platforms are at, they don't exist no more. And things are getting done because what Elijah Muhammad say, put a cup of pure water over here and some dirty water over there. Eventually they're going to get the pure cup. So what these other platforms are seeing is we got to stomp this out because we don't want to see if this keeps growing. What's it going to be like next year if they got 100,000 subscribers or 1 million? They're the ones just making 3 millions off an event. See? Because the only thing that you got on us now is you use the double tactics, is you flash your material. And the people thinking, well, they got it and this look good over here, then they must be the ones with the truth. But when that stuff starts, when that transfer, what does the Psalm say? The treasures of the wicked are guarded up for the righteous. So soon there's going to be a wealth transfer. And if we stay standing on truth, it's coming over here. And when it comes over here, call us on it and see if we don't do with your money what is supposed to be done. Test it out.
That's right.
And that's what I got to say on that.
Yeah, and it's one thing that I do regret, and that's we didn't bang hard enough on these people. Trying to pull my tongue. We didn't bang hard enough. We didn't expose hard enough. Because there's a lot of stuff going on out there. Don't you know, Brother Sal, when the whole scamming situation, reaches apex, you know how many calls we were getting? You know how many people we declined because they didn't have the proper documentation? And we knew that they were telling the truth. So that's my regret. We didn't bang hard enough. We didn't go hard enough. We didn't put the information, that, was kind of skeptical. And that was due to, the fact that we wanted to establish a form of credibility, despite the fact that we knew that certain people were telling the truth. So a lot of voices that I know were truthful voices were being silenced based off the fact that they were not organized with their paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature where as though they could not present the information where as though, it could back our platform up. You know what I mean? Because we wanted to have credibility behind what we were presenting. So that's what I regret. Now, where will we be in the next 10 years? Now, this is the biggest thing on that affairs. And this is why he goes hard on In the Black. Because he sees the potential of this platform. He sees the potential of this media outlet. In 10 years from now, hopefully we'll be on some, really, that's just something like, everything, because we're only in our first year, so it's like everything happened so fast. and so rapidly that to think 10 years from now, I cannot even fathom where we will be at 10 years from now, because we already expanding on ideas, expanding on things that we're going to get involved in, and things that we want to push. Because you got a couple brothers like me, brother OGod, we in close proximity, and now that we connected with Lex Vortex, we in one of the biggest. We have a connection to one of the biggest black cities and one of the most prosperous black cities in the entire country, and that's a very big thing, Atlanta. So, everything is expanding at this point in time. So, I guess you got to wait 10 years to find that out, brother.
What's up?
All right, so far we're at the 55-minute mark right now. 60 minutes is almost up. I'm going to ask y'all brothers now, do y'all want to extend the time and take some more questions, or you want to finish at 60 minutes?
Yeah. No, take some more. Push it out a little bit. Yeah, push it out a little longer. Push it out.
Okay, so we're gonna take some
y'all
more calls.
Y'all good with that?
Yeah, we good.
Good with that?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Let's do it.
All right, this is the hot seat. We're going to take some more callers, and let's go to the phone lines. Let's see who's on phone lines here. Let's go to, I see we got a Skype caller. Somebody calling from Skype. Welcome to the show.
Yo.
Skype.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on? How you doing?
Hey, yo, this is J4. I want to make a comment, and I want to ask some questions. Shout out to In the Black, you know what I'm saying?
Peace, family.
All right. What's good? Really, you know what I'm saying? I've been watching it for a minute, what's been going on social media. It's kind of like you got gangs. It's like a conscious version of gangs, but nobody really telling the truth. I think in the Black, their success came from having integrity, because it's nothing new that everybody was saying about people was getting scammed. But it was more so nobody wanted to touch the story because everybody wanted to benefit from Sonetta's platform. So it was really those brothers who really took the chance of, actually putting their credibility, everything out there. And so what happened was when they did that, of course, everybody started attacking them, trying to discredit them and destroy their platform, because pretty much everybody in the country community platform is controlled besides in the Black media. They're the only ones really who not whores, who not sluts, just being real. You know what I'm saying? I seen your boy Red Pill on Doggy Diamond talking about the destruction of Sonetta's debate, you know what I'm saying, and everything that comes with it, and the destruction and the disunity. And then I look 3 months later, he's on the couch. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting back because I'm from a different element. I was facing a, murder charge, life without parole, 14. So I come from a different element. You can't say that certain people are agents, and then next minute you're interacting with these people. You know what I'm saying? So
that's right.
I think a lot of the stuff that in the Black deal with comes from the fact that they want to control their platform, what goes out to the public. And because they can't, it's like a smear campaign. So Javen Bullets is from New York. Sonetta co-signs this dude who got about 200 subscribers. You put it together. You know what I'm saying? Right. 2 plus 2 always equals 4. So it's bigger than him on a YouTube fame. And then when you look at all the videos, all these dudes like the same videos who attack in the Black media. You know what I'm saying? It's like your enemy is my friend. So you got a lot of people that's trying to destroy in the Black media, but they keep rolling because it's like people can see, man. Dog, people, everybody not a part of the country's community. I'm not a part of the country. I can see, dog. I can see people who yo, Dad, these niggas not controlled. They not owned. You know what I'm saying? They speak whatever. I seen them go at whoever. You know what I'm saying? When they had questions, one thing I can say about so those brothers got integrity. I don't agree with everything they say or everything they do, but they got integrity, they got morals, and they got self-respect about themselves. Now, the point I want to make to Lex Vortex, I feel strongly about this, dude. Like there's certain things where it comes to what we know, but we don't comprehend. You know what I'm saying? Do we really understand that Malcolm X was killed in front of his pregnant wife and his daughters? And then we're gonna say honorable and his nation? Anybody that's affiliated with the Nation of Islam comprehend what they really did. Now, if you listen to Dr. Omar Johnson, you know Malcolm X. He like when they was on trying to like civil rights, he was on human rights. Malcolm X was on a whole nother level, and he was trying to meet with world leaders to bring all black people together. Dr. Clark spoke of the Arabs trying to get him money in the 60s, $2 million to be exact, and he turned it down. You know what I'm saying? So understand and comprehend that these people murdered him in front of his pregnant wife and his children. And the final thing I want to say is, can Sister Renee get an honest apology? Whether y'all agree with it, whether y'all not, you know what I'm saying? That sister should be called a bitch or whore. And also, where, hold on, I got one more point.
Hold on, bro, because like I ain't gonna be able to remember. I just want let me ask you something really quick.
I got one more point.
Let me go.
I got one more point.
I gotta say that.
Let me make this one more point, and then you can talk. Check this out. All these dudes that say the black woman is God, I want to know, where are all of y'all at when Sister Diamonds was being called a back page whore? Where are all the media platforms? Where are all the media platforms to publicly condemn this dude who for months called his 22-year-old sister a back page whore? That's everything.
Right. All right, let me go first on this one. Now, I know told my like don't do it. But look, Sister Renee, right? Let's just be frank with it. She used to be down with this black. I screenshotted all this sister. She sits up here talking about, oh, I don't like all this beefing, and she sits in this moral high ground as being this person for the black women and all that. She had nothing to say when Solomon asked her to defend Diamond and bring her on a radio show. Number two, this sister is rooting all these niggas on, Hayvon Bullitt, in the background talking to Michael Edwards, as if she has something on her. Like, she's a fake, she's a fraud. She will not get no effing apology from me ever. And just to say that, I gave her an apology for some shit that I did, some childish shit, but she never apologized in the black.
Language, brother.
All right, my bad. My bad. She never apologized. She's behind the scenes. I'm sorry, brother. She's behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Doing all this stuff, acting like she's some pretty lady. Man, F her, yo. I don't give a god-daggone about that girl, yo. She's trying to destroy in the black. She's nothing but a hater, just like the rest of them. Lex Vortex, you ain't got to apologize for that. F her, man. That's real talk. I don't care who don't like it. Don't nobody call me and tell me nothing either. Like, I need to apologize. I ain't apologize to no effing body. That's what I got to say about that.
Yeah. Let me bring a little bit of reason to that, yo. Hey, and I'm gonna tell y'all something that they probably don't want y'all to know. I was trying to convince OGod and Solomon to reconcile that and bring Renee back. I'm gonna show you. See, y'all don't know what goes on behind the scenes, and we've even discussed it. I've reached out to Renee and said, "Yo, hit me out. I want to talk to you about possibly reconciling what's going on." She never responded. Now, here's my problem with her. Now, she was here even before I came, and me and her, she had issues with me even before this, but here's the issue. She wants to be some type of voice for black women. She's a feminist. No matter how much you want to cut it or whatever, she can try to hide it. She's a feminist. That's why when you see I put out that video with them real sisters in it, humble sisters, to show y'all what real sisters act like, that know what it is to be feminine. But check this out. When a woman carries herself a certain way, right, you can't even come against her. Like, you see what happened with Zaza Ali and Professor Griff? Zaza Ali didn't go around making comments on his enemies' videos or trying to discredit him, or, she should have bowed out like a lady like Zaza Ali and said, you know what? Me and these brothers had differences. I'm moving on, but I wish them the best. But what does she do? She go pillow talking with every conscious community dude, like we ain't going to hear about it. You know what I'm saying? She goes on now. Now check this out. Havon Bullet, she's on his thing. She's even acting like she supports the House of Consciousness now. But wait a minute. How can you do that when you was within the black, you was going in with them? So were you lying? Were you fake? So now that you're no longer with them, you totally do a 360? That don't even make no sense. So when you say, brother, apologize, I hear what you're saying. And some of y'all got that mentality that all black women are goddesses. See, if Renee acted like a lady, I was going to apologize to her for when I called her out of her name. But you know what? She didn't act appropriately. Like, listen, if you deal with a lady, right, the way she acts, even if you got a girlfriend, right, with your girlfriend will tame your ass just by being nice. She ain't got to try to combat you or whatever. My fault, brother. That's just a donkey, though. But you see what I'm saying? So she didn't carry herself in a way that was appropriate to be like, you know what? That was wrong. You know, that sister's humble. You know, she didn't deserve that. There was nothing to make you say, and trust me, she don't even know, I was advocating for her. But she's still out here, you know, supporting all in the blacks' enemies. Now, if that's not a traitor, what is? Because if you leave a situation where actually it didn't do no harm to you, it can only help your platform out, then just leave gracefully like a lady. So for you to come to say, hey, can Sister Renee get an apology? I mean, unless you're trying to get the phone number, bro, I don't know where you coming from.
Peace to that brother J4 also. Peace, brother J. Peace,
yes,
brother
sir.
J4.
Right.
Peace.
Yeah. I just want to add a little bit to the situation. You know, Sister Renee, I'm just going to say this. Like, you know, despite of, you know, our disagreements and her moving on, and I did not think that it was that deep. You know, whereas though she is operating like a snake. And what do I mean by that? Even after our disagreement, which led to her moving on, you know, she has, you know, a flyer thing that she does where she makes flyers. I still refer people to her. And you know what she do? And to be specific, it was Nasi. I referred Nasi to her. And for a flyer business, and she started talking about us. So I'm just using that as an example of we don't owe her any apology. All we did from the outset, ever since we brought her in, was try to help her. I told her personally, and she knows. She knows the conversations that we had. I said, you got to stop acting immaturely. She's a very immature female. And you can see that when you see her trying to support the people that are against our platform, as if we had a dispute or a disagreement that was to that level. We never called her out her name. We never did anything to her whereas though she had to be quote unquote offended. We had a disagreement on certain things, you know, so she kind of moved on. That's where I took it. So it's just like, you know, we don't owe her any apology.
That's that.
All right, people.
We can move on and do our thing.
All right, people. This is the hot seat once again. We have In the Black Radio on the panel right here on Debate Talk Radio. And we're going, you know, we're taking some extra time. We passed 60 minutes already, so I'm going to give like maybe 20 more minutes. So far, 8 minutes has passed by, and we're going to take some more of your questions, your comments. Actually, we have like 23 minutes on the air, so we still have a lot more time in case, you know, the brothers want to go on and take some more questions. We could do so as we go along. Let's go to the phone lines. Let's go to the phone. Let's see who's on lines. Let's go to Let's go to 717-579. You're live in air. (717-579). Can you hear me? Can you hear me? 717.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to take you off of mute, man. Had you on mute. You got me?
Yeah, I got you. What's going on, brother? How you doing?
All right. You know, I missed a lot of the conversation. So this is the original crew that she was with, and y'all here discussing a variety of things I've heard. I don't know who the hell you want to kill and all that stuff, man. I mean, I'm like I said, I'm missing all of that. You know, I know the sister to be an honorable sister. You know, what happened between y'all to know. Unfortunately, I can't. You know, I'm on the outside. You know what I mean? But I know the sister to be an honorable sister, man, committed. You know, I'm privy to some of her feelings about, you know, how she was being treated. She didn't feel she was being treated well. She felt her work wasn't being acknowledged or appreciated. And from the viewpoint,
did she give you any examples of that?
Right.
Well, let me finish this. From the viewpoint that I had, only the viewpoint that I had, okay, based on her talking to me, I think it was a loss to you because you had a sister that was just working. Now, if you got another viewpoint that she wasn't doing work, then that's another thing. But you can't find too many black women who are going to work like Renee. Quite frankly, you find hard to find black women who want to do anything constructive.
Who is this?
Hold on.
Yeah,
let him talk. Let him talk.
This is Afro-Pick. This is Afro-Pick.
Yeah, let me know your name, though. I got it.
Okay, I'm a friend of I'm a friend of Renee Black. Okay, so there's a bias there. I don't know you guys. I don't know none of the other sister. All I know is she told me. Okay, you just put in work. She just wasn't getting the kind of love that I would think that you would want to give to somebody who was working that hard.
Wow.
You know, unfortunately, it went the other way. She had to do her own thing.
Okay, now go ahead, Solar. I'll let you handle that because you're going to handle it the right way. Go ahead, Solar.
Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I mean, right from the outset, we gave Sister Renee total autonomy to, you know, express her views, any topic of the show that she felt as though she wanted to touch upon, anything that she wanted to touch upon, even the shows that we did not necessarily agree on because she liked to delve into, you know, homosexuality a little more deeply and, you know, than me and Brother OGod would like to. We allowed her to do that. We allowed her to control. We wanted her, in fact, to control the Blog Talk show. This is a conversation that we had on many occasions. I told her, take control of the Blog Talk show, Renee. A Blog Talk show that she did not have to pay for. She did not have to pay for anything. Mm-hmm. So, you know, we paid for this is before everything happened when we were putting money into something and not getting no return for it. And mind you, this was not no $40 Blog Talk show. We was paying $100 a month for the Blog Talk show. So she did not have to pay for anything. She did not have to pay for anything. When we took trips up to New York, you know, spending money on gas and all the things, she did not have to pay for nothing. You know, in fact, when her whole idea of making flyers, even when the flyers was whack, when she was first started doing it, when she was trying to get the hang of doing it, which she does very well now, we was like, no, go ahead and post it up. We supported her. Go ahead and post it up. Now she's making money off of that. When she was making money off the flyers, we did not ask for not one dime.
Right.
We did not ask for anything. So we allow her, you know, we wanted her to control the Blog Talk show. When she began to expand her ideas and make money off the little business that she did, we did not ask for anything. We did not ask for no percentage and say you had to contribute this amount to this and that. No, go ahead and do your thing, Sister Renee. And what I told Sister Renee personally, she knows this. I said the problem with Sister Renee is Sister Renee. That's the problem. when we begin to expand, when we begin
what do you
to
think her main faults are, in the sense that doesn't allow?
Hold on,
y'all
let
to
him finish. Let him finish explaining it.
Okay.
Let him finish explaining
All right.
it. The story. Yeah.
Okay.
when we begin to expand onto from Blog Talk to YouTube, she kind of felt left out. So Brother OGod volunteered to send her a camera because she says it was some type of trouble that she was having with her phone. Because we know there's cameras on just about everything now. So we was like, so on the one hand, she felt as though she was being left out of the YouTube, but on YouTube, you got to show your face. She was not really comfortable with showing her face. And it began with a lot of excuses like, well, her camera on her phone messed up and she don't have a camera. OGod offered to send her a camera. She never responded to that. But then she began to feel some type of way when the whole YouTube thing was blowing up. And she was being left out because she left herself out because she did not want her face to be seen on the YouTube, and that's a problem when you're dealing with YouTube. So, me and Brother OGod, we had a conversation on it, and this is all public record. Now I did a whole explaining what happened.
Hey, real quick, Solar. I mean, y'all should wrap it. I don't think y'all want to turn this kind of into the Sister Renee show, but kind of wrap it up.
I mean,
man.
Well, let me respond. Let me respond what he's saying on that, because you may be accurate about that, because I don't know her to be someone who's let's FaceTime and all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna probably say that what you're saying on that is accurate, based on my thing. But I haven't talked to her. She comes on here and says, "Nah, that's not true," and I want to, let's FaceTime right now. Then that'd be another story. But we ain't never done that. We've been talking for a minute, so I'm gonna give you some credence on that. And she can speak to it better than me. Yes, also on the gay thing, I know Sister Renee loves to talk about that. I'm personally of the belief that you're born gay, only because I come from the standpoint that it was never a choice for me. Being gay was never a choice. It wasn't like a choice where, I see a lot of guys running around, they all looking kind of sexy, big chest, big arm. I ain't never had those kind of thoughts. I've been attracted to women as long as I can remember being attracted to anything. Okay? 6 years old. So, therefore, the argument that society is doing these things, man, and because they got a couple guys with skinny pants and stuff like that, and whatever else society may be doing to manipulate it, guys who don't want to suck another... Don't want to suck.
Hold on.
Can you hurry up? Yeah. You get him a long time.
There we go. To be real,
we can definitely move on.
Move on, man. Hold on. She's gone, man.
Can't get too graphic. Can't get too graphic.
Yeah, that was a little too graphic right there, bro.
Yeah, let her do her thing, man. She's gone. We doing our thing. We good. Bye.
Okay.
Peace. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Forget her.
Hold up. So we got like 16 minutes on the air, man. Well, 15 minutes on the timer. Yeah, we have 16 minutes on the timer. So, we're going to take some more quick questions and comments. Again, we have in the Black Radio in the hot seat right here on the Debate Talk Radio. And we're going to take some more. This is your time, people. This is your time. You can't say you didn't have the opportunity to reach out to the brothers. And anybody could come in the hot seat. As a matter of fact, I just got notification that Timo Cyrus is going to be in the hot seat on the 22nd. We're going to have Timo Cyrus in the building right here on the Debate Talk Radio in the hot seat segment. So, it's made for you, the people out there that want to reach out to the brothers that you see on YouTube and the lectures, things of that nature. So this is your time. Somebody want to say something? Go ahead. Who want to say something?
Yeah, I was just going to say, that whole situation is over. We're not dealing with feminists. We didn't see it earlier. So when we moved on, as you see, we're doing our own thing. So we're not going to address the situation no more. You know what I mean? We're just telling you how it went. Soleiman got videos that you can go on in the black media, too, and watch them. And that's 100% accurate. It hasn't been rebutted because it's the truth. And we can move on. Thank you.
All right, let's go to the next person. Let's see who's on the line here. We got 772-646. You're live in air.
Hey, guys. This is Jay calling from Florida.
Peace. How you feeling?
All right, peace. So, just got some quick questions. I ain't gonna take up too much time, but I got a question for all three of the brothers. All right, let's see. I'm gonna just put them all out there, and they all can go back after back answering them. This the OGod. You used to have on your videos coming for the number one spot. Let's say if you do reach that point where you are the number one YouTube, social media, what are you going to do different to avoid being like a side netter, getting too big-headed, or however else you feel is wrong with this platform? Here goes question number 2.
All right,
Hold on. Here goes question
go
number 2. It's going to be real quick, brother.
All right.
Real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
This the soul of mine. Would you ever want to reach that point where you are having live debate like a side netter where you're bringing in people, and that way you can kind of counter a side netter where you might not feel like his debates are productive? Question number 3. The brother Lex Vortex talked about how if y'all had some of that Kimmon on trial money, let's say if you do get $1 million, what is the first step that In the Black will take with that $1 million? And that's my question. So y'all brothers go ahead.
Okay.
This is Jay calling from Florida. Appreciate it.
All right, and thank you, brother. And first and foremost, with that, I mean, the whole coming for the number one spot. Let me say this first and foremost. That was made actually by Priest Daniela. He made that and gave that to me. And yeah, we coming for the number one spot. Everybody wants to be number one in what they do on that job. Everybody wants to be so. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be number one. Now, what's going to make In the Black different from any other is that we want to deal with the real issues, and we're actually going to be an alternative to some of your black media outlets, but also alternatives to Fox, CNN. We're giving you the real black conscious perspective on the story. And this is one thing, like when you said we got no fear, and look, because we're going to give it to you like no cut. Like we're going to give it straight to you. Now, the second part of your question when you said, what will we do? What's going to make us different if we start getting the money in? Well, I'm a studier of Garvey. I looked at Elijah Muhammad's movement, and I seen what they was trying to do. They was trying to establish an independent nation outside of the white man, outside of white supremacy. This is the vein that I'm coming in. So that means that we need institutions. In the black media, you know, we're working to try to develop a relationship with a teacher in the community that's trying to establish institutions. So we know that schools, hospitals, doctors, that's the first thing that's going to be erected. Me personally, I think like a credit union or a financial institution will be the first thing that I will personally want to erect, because with that, I can start lending money to other black people that want to build up businesses in this country. But I'm also a realist. I'm also teaching now a repatriation back to Africa, because I understand Black Wall Street. I understand what happened in this country, and that any time that we try to build a solid infrastructure inside this country, that the white man has burned it to the ground. So I'm a realist with it. So all I'm saying is that that's what's going to make us different. Now, I like nice things. I like nice cars and all that. But it's like when you're entrusted by the people with the people's money, you have to do right by the people. If we're going to keep making these gay, faggot European designers richer, Mercedes-Benz richer and richer, we're only going to keep on feeding our destruction. It has to come a point in time where we say, you know what, look, we have to want the destruction of the system of racism and white supremacy, at the same time building up our own nation. So you can quote this, you can put this in the archive, and if we ever do get that type of money, you can call me a hypocrite if it don't happen. It can expose me and all that. But I guarantee you, if we get that type of money, we're going to build institutions for our people. Go ahead, Solar.
He had a question concerning about if we had a platform that will we entertain the idea of debating. Yeah, I mean, I would leave that open since it is a media platform or a media outlet of having people debate. I wouldn't want that to be the focal point, because that kind of fogs our motive and fogs our goals as a people. And I think that a media outlet, with the condition that African American, the so-called African American, the condition that we are in today, we need to be informed as to what direction we're going to go in as a group of people. And I think that the number one problem with the so-called African American today is that we don't have a collective consciousness. We don't have a collective idea as to where we're heading or a collective goal. And this is why you have a whole bunch of chaos going on in the black community, is because we don't have a collective goal. We, as the conscious community or the conscious media outlet, have to establish a collective goal as a group of people. And that would translate or reciprocate into, everybody playing their part, whether it's, having debates, or whatever. You got people in different areas such as, medicine, food, et cetera, et cetera. Everybody will play their part into helping us get to that specific goal. So it's like, I think that, yes, I would entertain that idea, but will that be the face of a media outlet? I don't think that would be, good for the people for it to be the face, because it would only lead into us being distracted. And we got enough distractions out here. Hell, you look at, for example, BET. You look at 10 o'clock BET, you're looking at Comic View. That's what most likely is going to come on. Whereas though you're looking at every other media media outlet, mainstream media outlet, around that time you're getting primetime news. That's just an example of the mentality of the so-called African American. That at 10 o'clock, when everybody else is looking at world events and things of serious nature, we want to still laugh.
All right, we only have time for one more question. We have like 6 minutes on the air. We only have time for one more question.
Brother Lex didn't answer the question. He was asked the question too.
Yeah, I'll be real quick.
Yeah,
real quick. I've been talking to these guys behind the scenes for like 2 years. The Amara Squad, Ankh, Team Osiris, Consul, and Garfield, and other cats about having the Black Council of Nicaea is what I call it. Instead of doing all these debates, and this is when I kept trying to tell them that the conscious community could be a banner to bring everyone together. I said, I gave them the idea, all right? And this is the same thing I had a discussion with Ali Muhammad about, and then y'all seen it when he went and incorporated the conscious community. I've been telling them to do that for 2 years. They kept telling, now these are your leaders, right? The information. You know what they told me? Oh, it'll never work. We can't work with the Hebrews. Why we got to work with the Hebrews and the Moors? Because we'll have a meeting and somebody's going to want to start praying. This is what Ankh told me, Garfield told me, Consul told me. Now we can't come together with them. You see what I'm saying? So instead of having debates, what you do is come together, and the reason why other people are able to get along is not because they necessarily get along with their ideology or their beliefs. It's just because there's a system in place where you can't help it. When you look at so-called white supremacy, there's a government in place, and there's a river that flows, and you got to flow with the river, regardless of whether you agree with it or not. There's something in place.
Yeah, I'm
Can
here.
you hear me?
Yeah, it's almost a drop.
Hello?
Still there, Sal?
Y'all hear me?
Or maybe it's
yeah,
showing.
we still here. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So there's something in place.
Lex is on the other line.
Yeah, he came
So
on
they
another
need-
line, but I mean, it says he's still on the line on the show, so
Hello?
everybody go
Yeah,
subscribe if you're on. Go subscribe in the Black Media too. You know what I mean? Appreciate y'all for having us on.
Yeah, hold on. I can't hear Lex.
www.intheblacknation.com.
Sal, what's going on? Can they hear you?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, Lex. Oh, yeah. You know what? OGod just dropped. They probably couldn't hear me. You could hear me. Can you contact them, call them back, tell them to call back in the show? Because they probably couldn't hear me for some reason. I don't know. Oh, man. All right.
Yeah, I'll tell them to call back in.
Okay, yeah, tell them to call back in. All right, once again, this is the Hot Seat segment of Debate Talk Radio. Again, the number is 646-716-7320. We only had time, actually, for this one more question anyway. So we're going to wait for the brother to call back in. We'll actually be like 3 minutes on the air. So if they call back in, we're going to bring them in right away. And we're going to go to that last question. Again, we appreciate everybody that's calling in. Again, it's the Hot Seat. Like I said, we have anybody in the Hot Seat. Don't be surprised. We have Shaka Atmos in the Hot Seat. You never know who's going to be in the Hot Seat segment of Debate Talk Radio. But it's for the people out there to finally reach out and let your voice be heard and finally get your questions off and your comments off to the people that you want to address, that you see on YouTube and the lectures. Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, Lex, you contacted them?
Yeah, I'm texting them now, and I'm seeing, what's going on. I tell them to call back in, so we'll see what's going on. Till then, let me just. Okay.
I'm going to take one more question. Being that you're here, you're still a representative in the Black Radio. Let's take one more question. Let's go to 516-943. You're live on the air. Right.
Hey, what's going on? This is Brother Ngubo IUC from UNIA ACL Division 432.
Hey,
my question, please. My question basically is hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, my question is very simple. I watched a couple of the videos on Interblack, and I often hear that, certain names being dropped, for example, Marcus Garvey. And as a member of the UNIA, I was wondering when, are some actual UNIA lessons are going to be dropped instead of just, name dropping and stuff or whatever. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. Well, that's a great question, brother. Why don't you contact us and come on the show and give them UNIA lessons?
I did that, but the reason I'm asking that question is because, again, you guys are the one that dropped names or whatever, so I'm asking, instead of just dropping a name, when are you going to present the lesson that follows with that name? I can do it. I do it all the time. RENMRBGTV, look it up. No problem. This is what I do, so I'm asking others that do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Others, name dropping, when are we going to start, putting lessons out there instead of just using folks' names? That's what I'm saying. That's for anybody, whether it's Malcolm X, Ali Muhammad, that's anybody.
I got you. OGod is really like the real, into the Garveyite. He does a lot of the reading on Garvey, and I'm familiar with Garvey and some of his basic concepts. But in terms of the Garveyism that we basically speak about, it's just the togetherness, under coming together in unity outside of, differences, which is the most powerful concept anyway. But OGod always talks about Garvey's ideas and anything. Now, when you say teachings, I don't know, you mean like in-depth, I'm not sure what you mean. Like,
that's exactly what I'm talking about. An in-depth breakdown. For example, you have texts like the Philosophies and Opinions of Marcus Garvey, Volume 1 and Volume 2. And within that book alone, you got many different things that you touch on. Another thing you can touch on, the message to the people, the course of African philosophy. These are different things that can be put on the table, and that's why I'm asking when things are going to like that going to be brought to the forefront instead of just dropping names.
Right. So now that you brought it up, that's something that we'll definitely take in consideration and go more deeply on. Like, I'm not the real big Garvey person. In terms of that, that's like OGod, he's really into studying Garvey. But the tone you're coming at, right? Let me say this to you, brother. Is I kind of feel like you're saying, well, you're kind of calling these names and you're not really dropping enough knowledge about it, but it doesn't really sound genuine constructive criticism. But this is what I'll say, that you've been heard, and that's something that in the Black will listen to, and now that you said it to us, maybe it's something we can improve on. But don't make it seem like we're just dropping names and we don't have the intentions or the ideology behind that. So we talk about these things all the time. But now that you brought it up, that may be something that may have to be brought to the forefront. That's why we're the voice of the people.
I hear you. But just to correct yourself, though, bro, this is nothing condescending. This is a genuine question based off of presentation. I wouldn't ask the question if the presentation didn't match. You understand? So don't feel that way. No need to get defensive.
I got you. No, it's not like that. I'm just saying, like, we're not the perfect beings of this either. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not speaking that way. That's what I'm saying.
I know that. What I'm saying is, no, I'm not defensive. But what I'm saying is, you're a member of the UNIA, so obviously, you probably spend a lot more time studying Garvey. You probably have a lot more information about Garvey than me. I didn't study a little Garvey. I studied a little Malcolm. I studied a little Elijah Muhammad. I study all type of stuff. I study science. I study a little history. Garvey is not my specialty. But what I do know about Garvey is that he brought black people together from different ideologies. And to me, that was the most important thing. Now, the in-depthness of it, hey, I'm not the one for that. But I hear what you're saying, and I appreciate your comment.
All right, people, that's it, people. That's it. No more questions. The hot seat is officially over. And, again, I appreciate everybody that called in, of course. And, of course, I appreciate the special guest in the Black Radio. We only have Lex Vortex here, but he's still a representative for In the Black Radio. Share some last words with the people. And, of course, give them the websites and how to reach out to you guys. Go ahead.
Word. So, yeah, y'all, you can go to intheblacknation.com to check out the newsletter. There's a lot of articles on there. Of course, on YouTube, check out In the Black Media 2, In the Black Broadcast. Check out In the Black Radio on Facebook. Also, don't forget now we got In the Black Music on Facebook. All right, we're launching the music. If you want to get played or advertised, send it to In the Black Music 554@gmail.com. We will promote you and get your music played and marketed and advertised. Thanks, Sal, for bringing us out. I don't know what happened to OGod of Soul of Mine, but thanks for bringing us out. As you can see, a lot of the naysayers and all those who had all this criticism didn't really show up. So this goes to show you that when given the opportunity, we'll always show up. Like I said, the In the Black media platform is still open to even our naysayers. The enemies, if you feel you can confound us or you got your great accusations and, problems with what we're saying, you're welcome to come to the platform. You're welcome to always call in the show. It's really not about all this beef stuff. It's really about the truth. And so that's what we represent, and that's what we bring in. I just one message I want to give quickly to the Hebrew Israelites is when the issue went down with Nasi and Daniel Allah and them, you really messed up a good opportunity to take your power back. And I think because of personal and things and maybe egotistical things, you missed the opportunity because that was a critical point in time where you could have banded together and took some of your power back from those who have some control over your media and over the, river of your finances. So that was very important. But with that being said, hey, Sal, man, thanks for having us on. Peace to Debate Talk for you. Hopefully we look forward to coming back. And peace to the family.
All right, man, we appreciate you coming on. And like I said, it's the hot seat segment, so, look forward to, certain special guests, any kind of, you never know who's going to be on the hot seat. And matter of fact, send me an email at debatetalkforyou@gmail.com. Let me know who you want to hear, on the next hot seat. Like I said, we're officially going to have Team Osiris here in the hot seat segment of Debate Talk for You Radio. And I'm working on a few more before we sign off. July 1st is going to be the finals show for this season, and we're going to come back September 16th, with the brand new season of Debate Talk Radio. So let us know, who you want to have on a hot seat, and of course, we appreciate you guys. By the way, Brother Josh from Absolute Bible Truth is going to have a new video out, actually. If you go to his website, www.absolutebibletruth.com/store, he has a new video coming out tomorrow. It's dropping tomorrow, Friday, and the video is entitled, Is there a secret gay agenda amongst the House of Consciousness? That's right, people. Once again, that video is entitled, Is There a Secret Gay Agenda Amongst the House of Consciousness? I heard it's like 4 hours of footage and edifying content. I want to go check it out myself. I heard it's going to be crazy, and supposedly it might be the most controversial video of the summer. So go to absolutebibletruth.com/store. It's going to drop on Friday if you want to get that video, and go check it out. All right, and by the way, he did an interview on Global Media Inc. actually today. So if you want to check that interview out about the DVD, let's go to Global Media Inc. and go check that out. All right, so this is Sal Show. We got a debate tomorrow, a roundtable tomorrow actually, about the flat Earth theory. Make sure you check us out tomorrow. It's Sal Showtime. Take care and y'all bless.